Hey, what's going on, DDO players? Axel here. So this is my quick guide for the Reaver's Fate raid and Giant Hold. This is a very easy raid to solo, a very easy raid to get started with if you are just getting into raids. It's a level 14 base raid, a very old raid, and it's very simple and straightforward. So there is flagging for this raid. So to flag, you must complete the heroic versions of Madstone Crater, Prison of the Plain, a Cabal for One, and Giant Hold Tour, and turn all those quests into the NPCs. You do have to complete those on heroic. Epic does not count. Couple things you need to know in this raid. There are 3 different auto-fail conditions. All of these auto-fail conditions in this raid do instantly kill everyone in the party, so you need to be aware of that if you're running this on hardcore. So the first one is the raid has to be completed in 20 minutes. You can see the countdown timer here, up here on the wall there. So if you don't complete it in 20 minutes, everyone in the party is insta-kill because the Storm Reaver's Doomsday device goes off. The second way to autofill this raid is to kill the Storm Reaver too early. If you kill the Storm Reaver too early, the same thing happens, kills everyone in the party. The third thing, when we get to the puzzle section, if you have too many incorrect guesses on the puzzle, it also autofills the raid. Okay, so the first thing you do in this raid is wait. And when you look up on the ceiling, you see these 9 different skulls. So the Storm Reaver, one by one, is going to throw lightning at these skulls and make them spin. There's no way to speed this up. You just have to wait for him to do it. This raid is not aged that well because back in the day, the whole party would beat on him and it would line up a little bit better, and that it would, by the time you beat him down, you know, maybe you got all the skulls lit by then. These days with power creep, you can easily kill him way before all the skulls are spinning. You can see he spun one here. So for this section, you just have to wait for him to spin. Just do not kill him yet. You kill him later, but not right now. There's some air elementals that spawn to annoy you. You can just kill those. But other than that, there's nothing else to do in the raid at this point. So we're going to wait, and I'll skip forward to where until he lights all these skulls. Okay, so we just got the last skull lit. At this point, all we got to do is sit here and wait for Storm Reaver to cast Fly on us. When he casts Fly on us, we're going to fly into this hole up here and go pull a lever. So there we go. He just cast Fly on us. There are 2 levers. There is a lever to the east and a lever to the west. So the lever to the east, unless someone dies, we don't need to go over there. The one in the west is the one you actually need to pull in order to progress the raid. The east lever is just a lever to get people out of a penalty box. So in this raid, if you die, you go into a penalty box, and that's what the east lever is for, to get people out who have died. But if no one's died, you don't need to go over there. So once you've flown down the hallway, just come down here, pull this lever, and you're going to just fly back exactly the way you came. One thing you want to be aware of is if you're soloing this, be careful. Your fly can expire, and if it expires, you're going to be stuck in that area. Okay, once we've flown, pulled the lever in the west, come back. Now's the time where we need to kill the Storm Reaver. After the Storm Reaver's dead, we are going to be able to progress through this barrier to the west, do the Mastermind puzzle, and be done with the raid. Okay, right when the Storm Reaver drops, we're going to go up to the stairs to the west and get to the puzzle. So this puzzle we're about to do here, this is a version of the old Mastermind game. It's basically a code breaker puzzle. So there's going to be a code of 4 digits that we need to figure out. And what we have to do is we're going to get clues in the form of these orbs on the left as we do it. So I'm going to show you how to do it with the solver, but essentially what we're trying to do is figure out the correct sequence of numbers. So in this solver, I'll link below in the description. Okay, the solver, this is how you use the solver. It's going to tell us what numbers to guess first. So the solver says, first thing we're going to do is guess 1122. So just put that into the puzzle and pull the lever. When we pull the lever, it's going to spawn some air elementals that are going to annoy us. We just need to kill them. They're just there to annoy you and get in the way. The people who are not doing the puzzle, what their job can be is to kill the air elementals. Okay, next we're going to explain how this puzzle works and how we use the solver. So on the left here, it's going to show you the solutions you've guessed. So that's what you're doing when you put in numbers. You're selecting a guess. On the right, this also shows you more guesses should you get to that. You have 10 total guesses you can make. So on the left, you have orbs. You have black orbs, white orbs, and these gray orbs. If you see black orbs, that means you have a correct number in the correct position. If you see a white number, that means you have a correct number, but it's in the wrong order in the code. And if you see a gray orb, that means you have an incorrect number in incorrect order in the 4-digit code we're guessing. So what we're going to do, we're just going to input exactly what our puzzle tells us into the solver. So it tells us we have 2 black, so we're just going to do 2 black to the solver and 0 white, and it's going to spit out the next thing we're going to guess, which is 1, 2, 3, 5 in this case. And this is randomized every single time, so you need to keep that into account. It's not like this is exactly the same every time you run this raid. You can't just memorize the solution and guess it the first time. You have to actually figure out the code every time. So we're going to put in the code, we're going to pull the lever, and it's going to tell us we're incorrect. It's going to give us another code to guess. Kill some more air elementals. Okay, so our next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in what it tells us. So 2 black is what it has. So we're going to put that into the solver because it's showing us 2 black again. It's going to give us our next guess, which is 1, 6, 3, 4. So we're going to put that in and pull the lever again. And this just continues. 1, 6, 3, 4, 6, 3, 4. Okay, pull the lever again. Tells us we're incorrect again. Got some more elementals, and this will vary. I mean, it could take you anywhere from like 3 to like 5 or 6 guesses, I believe. So the next guess, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to feed into the solver 1 black and 1 white, as it's telling us here. So go to the solver, 1 white, 1 black. It's going to tell us the next thing to guess, which is going to be 1, 1, 1, 6. Let's do that. So 1, 1, 1, 6. Pull the lever. Okay, it's going to tell us again we need to try 2 black, 1 white this time. So 1 white, 2 black. So then our next solution and the final solution for us is going to be 1, 1, 6, 5. So all we got to do now is put the correct selection in. So this puzzle solver basically deduces for you, based on the clues you're given through these orbs, what the correct solution is. In this case, it's 1, 1, 6, 5. But again, it will not be this way. It's a random code every single time you do this raid. But if you want some fun, you can try to figure this out yourself without using the solver and try to just deduce it with the clues given. So 1, 1, 6, 5, and we just pull the lever and we're done with the raid. But I would, and don't forget also to go back into the center room to get your loot. But yeah, I'll say, guys, this is a fun one to do solo if you just want to give it a shot with this puzzle. It's very easy. I mean, any epic level, legendary level character of any power level is going to have no problem soloing this raid. Even higher heroic characters with how old this raid is, you're not going to have any problem soloing this raid. If you want to just hop in and give it a shot, I would encourage you to do so. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Hope it was helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you all next time. Have a good one. Take care.